Hey guys, today we're doing a detailed review on these outdoor string lights from Lumary. These lights have been on my radar now for about a year, and I have several places in mind where I'd like to get these set up. These lights have built-in scenes and are fully controllable with your smartphone right down to each bulb. There's a lot to cover. Let's get started. So before we run outside and add some fancy lighting to my outdoor settings, here's what we're covering today. I'll show you first off what's in the box right here. Then we're going to run outside and play with some of the lighting options in a couple of different locations and look at the versatility and some ideas of how and where we can install these lights. After that, I'll provide a quick rundown of how to set up the app and the additional functionality that the app offers. Following this, we'll do a Wi-Fi test and a waterproof test. And we'll end off with some final thoughts. Again, this lighting set is from a company called Lumary and can be picked up for about $70 US plus shipping on Amazon or from their own website. We'll see if these lights are worth it, but let's kick things off by checking out what's included in the box. First thing we have here is a spiral bulb. It's made from a decent quality plastic and watertight when screwed into the socket. Here we have the string of 15 lights all wrapped in a bag. Underneath this we have the plug and the controller box. When it's all stretched out, the entire length is 56 feet or just over 17 meters. Also included, we have the user manual and all of the instructions on getting this set up on your mobile device. Here's a closer look at the electrical plug. There is a note written on the plug to only use it in a covered GFCI receptacle. Judging by the look of this plug, it's not weatherproof, so using a covered plug-in would help protect it from the elements. Let's run outside and test it out in the receptacles that I have on my house. The horizontally designed plug boxes were a little tight at my place. Same story with this horizontal box. It's very snug. Let's try it in this vertical configuration. I'm actually not able to plug in the adapter at all. There's just not enough room. In this case, I would recommend covering the adapter somehow if using it outdoors, like an external covered box, like this one here. I also have this outlet on the front of my house, and it's technically covered by a roof, and there's a pretty low risk of it getting rained or snowed on up here. Now if we slide down the cord 20 inches or 51 centimeters, we have the controller box. This is where the brains of the Lumary device are located. On the back it has little rubber feet, and there are two screw holes in case you needed to secure it to a surface. The rubber button also seems to be good quality and will keep the rain from leaking in. So the cord length from the controller box to the first bulb is 64 inches or 163 centimeters. As I mentioned, there are 15 bulbs in total on the string, and the spacing between each bulb is 39 inches or 1 meter. Each bulb consumes about 1 watt of electricity each. The wire is 22 gauge and is nice and thick, but if you plan on stringing the entire set of lights between 2 points, a guide wire is recommended. So yeah, don't do this. Use a guide wire to carry the weight of the bulbs and the electrical cord to prevent the wind and the heat from damaging and stretching the cord. If you're planning on stretching the string lights over a short distance, like on a fence or between branches on a tree or a deck rail, no guide wire would be required for that situation. Now looking at each socket here, they are made with heavy-duty, tough plastic. It's quite durable and can withstand being outdoors for a long period of time. In fact, let me give it a few hard cracks here to test it out. The bulbs are also very robust and would need to take quite a tumble to break. The plastic actually feels a little bit soft and absorbs the metal tool to prevent breakage. Nice. At the back of each of the sockets, notice that there is a little loop to attach the bulbs to a mounting surface. Let's check out a few ideas here to help hang these lights. You could use a wire keychain, a simple twist tie would also work, or even a nail. You could screw a hook into wood and hang it that way, or even a carabiner. You could even use a zip tie, or lastly, a zip tie connected to an all-purpose Christmas light holder, which attaches to shingles or to gutters. Alright folks, I can't wait any longer. Let's get these plugged in and try them out. Now at this point, I have no control app installed on my phone. I'm just plugging the lights in for the first time and just waiting. Oh, okay, cool. We have some red, now white, now green, blue, purple. Let's press the controller button and see what happens. So, oh cool, it moves on to the next sequence. Okay, so we have a bunch of different colors. Oh yeah, cool. It's like they're changing to a different color. I really like this one. These are just two of many out-of-the-box scenes, but in the interest of time, let's fast forward through these few right here and move on. Alright guys, so I'm having some company over tonight and I'm having a fire outdoors. I have the perfect place where I want to install these lights to show them off. Here we are getting the lights all straightened out. Now I'm wrapping them around the screen and making them look nice and even. I think we're all set. Let's plug them in. Time to go and sit and relax and listen to the crackle of that fire for a few minutes. Okay, so let's go back and try a few scenarios. Let's fast forward. So I think this one here is my favorite. Let's download the Lumary app on my mobile device and take things to the next level. So now that we have the app installed, let's open it up. First off, you're going to need an account and they send us an email to verify, then create a password and we're off to the races. Let's add a device, select lighting and then BLE Wi-Fi. I held down the button on the controller for about 10 seconds to reset the lights so that they're ready to appear with the app. I entered my network's name and password here, and as indicated, you'll need to ensure that your network is broadcasting in the more resilient 2.4 gigahertz. And that's it. Pretty simple. We're connected. So I went ahead and installed the lights here on my shed. I've used the Shingle Eve clips again, and they're in a great location to demo the app. So let's say it's St. Paddy's Day and we want all green. For consistent colors, go to the light bulb icon and with the paint bucket selected, we're going to drag the color selector and the lights will change to the selected color. And since it's St. Paddy's Day, let's make it green. To make it brighter or a deeper green, slide the brightness. And that's it. It's that easy. To change the color of the individual bulbs, use the scribble icon, select the color and then the bulb. Let's update a few here. Pretty simple as well. Now let's check out how to turn off a bulb. Jump over to the eraser icon and then select that bulb and it turns off. By the way, I hope you noticed that there is little to no lag here, which I'm also pretty excited about. So now to take things up a notch, select the palette icon at the bottom of the screen and enter the scene page. Here we'll see some of the default scenes that we already checked out, plus many more. So to activate one of these scenes, simply click on it. If you like the style and you want to modify it, click the three little dots in the right hand side of that scene. Then you'll enter the configuration. This one here is for chase. Here you can add or delete or modify the colors that you want to chase. I use the red and green for Christmas. And let's update the green. Let's preview it by using the little preview button. I think the colors need to be a little bit deeper and I want to increase the speed. Now we'll click on Save As and we'll call it Christmas, of course. Now you can see it's been added to the list as a DIY scene. I also like this scene here called Breathing. Let's make one for Halloween. I'll pick my colors, crank up the speed, change the brightness of the purple. Okay, I like this. Let's save it. And moving along here, we have a music icon here at the bottom. There are 3 pre-selected colors that will dance to music playing on your mobile device. Now here in the background, I'm playing music from Amazon on their app and the lights are reacting to the music. Now due to copyright, I can't play the music out loud, but just so you know, that's what's going on here. So yeah, you can see the lights changing with the music in the beat of the music, and then game is very similar to this one. But if we move to romantic, that one just uses red and white to mimic the beat. And the last thing I want to show you quickly here is the pencil icon. There are a few options in here, including some pretty straightforward instructions on controlling your lights with Amazon and Google devices. So let's install the lights in a few other locations and test the app's features. On the back deck here, I strung the lights along the rail and then up each of the posts. Again, this is just a temporary setup and would need to be better secured if this is going to be long term. And here we are at night with a quick look at their brightness and how they create a different atmosphere to the sitting area. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the temperature is well below freezing here and the lights are having no issues. Funny enough though, while I was testing this out, I had a surprise visitor. And here we're on the deck again. Just installed the lights in a different location along the edge of the soffit, and I've used those clips which I was talking about earlier. And here we are at night. Again, an impressive addition to this area. I might actually have to pick up a second set of lights just for this location alone. Okay, so moving along to the front of my house, I've already installed the lights on my fence and activated the chase sequence. I hung them so that the lights are at the bottom of each plank so I can see the lights from both sides. Awesome. Moving on to a different location, here we are at the back of my property and I've strung the lights through 3 trees. So this is a range test and I measured it from my house to the lights and it's 185 feet or 56 meters. Now here at night when I enter the app, I'll get a message right away that says weak Wi-Fi. So just give it a pause if you want to read this message, but basically the signal is a little bit weak because of the distance. But as you can see, I am still able to control the lights with little to no lag. And if I take that even a step further and go 280 feet or 85 meters, I can still connect, but the lag is definitely a factor. You can obviously see a difference here. I think I might be pushing my luck at this distance. I wouldn't go any farther. So now we have one more quick test to perform, the water test. Let's start watering those lights. So after soaking the lights for a good minute, the lights are still working just fine. Pretty impressive. Alright guys, I spent a lot of time testing these lights to make sure this review is as accurate as possible. Lumary has created a top-notch quality product here and I am more than impressed with how versatile these lights are and how well they add a fun mood and ambience to my outdoor settings. So in summary, I would like to see a waterproof plug down the road, but I feel that the lights and the wiring and the sockets are all great quality. The button on the controller box is also a great idea for selecting scenes when you don't have the app set up yet. And lastly, the app is awesome. It's very simple and easy to use. For me, these lights are definitely worth the price tag and I look forward to using these lights around my yard to add a customized and enjoyable setting. Links for everything seen here today are in the description below. Let me know if you found this video helpful with a thumbs up and please consider subscribing for more home tech DIY projects you can do yourself. Thanks for watching.